Hai gusyo chugu nabira, fija takmasa Yaibabin, uranu guchina robato kajiwara, tona we chang, yuta sarugutu unie sabira. Hi everyone, Robert Kajiwara here for your Uchinaguchi or your Okinawan language lesson of the day. Today I'm going to teach you how to say goodbye in the Okinawan language. As in most languages, there are many different ways to say goodbye. So I'm going to teach you a few of the more common ones. The first way I'm going to teach you is a term that I already taught you in a previous video, how to say excuse me. It's guburi sabira. Guburi sabira. Yes, this can mean excuse me, but it can also mean goodbye, as in I'll be leaving now, or I'm taking my leave now, please excuse me. It's a very polite and very formal way of saying goodbye. Guburi sabira. So I'll often say this to my teachers when I'm leaving their house or their classroom. Guburi sabira. But this is a bit too formal if you're just talking casually with your friends or your neighbors or your family. So a less formal way of saying goodbye is Mata Yaibabin do. That's Mata Yaibabin do. There's three words here. Mata, meaning again. Mata. Yaibabin, meaning to be. Yaibabin. Do. Do is an exclamation mark. Do. Mata Yaibabin do. So this means I'll see you again. This is still a fairly polite way of saying goodbye, but it's not nearly as formal as saying guburi sabira. But maybe Mata Yaibabin do is a little long, and maybe it's a little difficult for you to remember right now. So there is a shorter way you can say this that's easier to remember and easier to say. You can say Mata Yaibabin. You can just forget the do. You don't need the do. Do is just an exclamation mark. You don't have to include it. You can say Mata Yaibabin. It has basically the same meaning, just without the exclamation point. But if you want to get even shorter and less formal, you could even say Mata ya. Mata ya. Mata, the first word stays the same. Ya. Ya is just a short, very casual way of saying Yaibabin. So you can say Mata ya. It just means see you or see you later. It's very casual. You only want to say this to your friends or your immediate family or people you have a very casual relationship with. You don't want to say this to your boss or to someone of a higher rank than you. It could come across as flippant or disrespectful. Mata ya. You'll hear me say that at the end of some of my videos. An alternate way of saying goodbye is Sachi naru. Sachi naru. This basically means until next time. Sachi naru. You'll often hear me saying this one at the end of my videos. It's pretty polite, but it's not nearly as formal sounding as guburi sabira. So Sachi naru is kind of a nice alternative way to say goodbye or until next time to someone. It's a pretty versatile term that you can use in many different situations. Sachi naru. So those are some of the very common ways to say goodbye. And now for some bonus terms. How Okinawans say goodbye to Japanese. Naicha yakai. Naicha yakai. There's three words here. Naicha, meaning bloody Japanese. Ya, meaning home. And kai, meaning go. So it means bloody Japanese, go home. And yes, Okinawans do say this to Japanese people that they don't like, such as former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, or the current Prime Minister Yasuhide Suga or the many other Japanese people who have shown a great deal of prejudice towards Okinawans. Naicha Yakai. So whenever someone like Shinzo Abe comes to Okinawa, there's usually a crowd of Okinawans who greet him, or rather who protest him, who don't want him to be there, and they'll chant things like Yakai, Yakai, go home, go home. And not to leave the Americans or the US military out of this, there's a term for them too. Yankee Yakai. Yankee Yakai. Yankee go home. Of course, there are many demonstrations against the US military that go on every day in Okinawa. So there you have it. Those are some common ways to say goodbye in Uchinaguchi, the Okinawan language. If you like this video, please remember to hit the like button to show your support for Okinawa and for the Okinawan language. Please subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of my videos. Feel free to leave a comment below. If there are certain words or certain phrases that you would like to learn, leave a comment below and maybe I can make a video about that. Thank you for watching. Ni fe debutan, and I'll see you next time. Sachi naru.